Take 1 pint of water. Add a ½ pound of sugar. The juice of 8 lemons. The zest of half lemon. Pour the water from 1 jug, then into the other several times. Strain through a clean napkin. Grandmother, the alchemist, you spun gold out of this hard life, conjured beauty from the things left behind, found healing where it did not live, discovered the antidote in your own kitchen, broke the curse with your own 2 hands. You passed these instructions down to your daughter, who then passed it down to her daughter.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another week of Behind the Blog. Let's get things kicked off. All right, so there are no major successes, unfortunately, to report, but lucky me, the entrepreneur, there seems to be plenty of failures. I love that about entrepreneurship, don't you? What you just saw in the opening was my failure number 1. This week, the ingredient of focus were lemons, and it was all inspired by Beyonce's visual lemonade album that she dropped just a couple weeks ago. So what you just saw there was me recreating the actual lemonade recipe that she shares on the album. What you haven't quite seen yet is my review for the recipe. So just like you, I was trying it firsthand, didn't do any run-throughs at all for the recipe, but I want you to check out what actually happened when it was time to taste and review.
Just wrapped up making Beyonce's lemonade recipe. I have to admit, I was a little bit skeptical looking at the proportions, but only a taste will tell whether or not this is actually delicious. I'm gonna give it a try. It's delicious. I really like it. It's
like, come on, if it's good for Queen Bee, surely I'm going to enjoy it. I made the recipe with all intentions of, in the end, knowing that I was going to give a positive and glowing review for the lemonade. I literally tried to just keep a straight face, but this is the problem. I don't have a poker face. So all that was realness. I literally could barely swallow it. I grew up on Kool-Aid, so I love a good sweet drink like the next person. This one was super sweet and super tart, and there just was not enough water. I'm sorry, Bee. I'm sorry, Bee's grandma, but you must have had diabetes. Like, what the heck? That thing was so much sugar. A ½ pound of sugar to 1 pint of water? Beyonce? Did no one fact check or do their due diligence on this recipe? It just wasn't for me. And I'm really sad because I'm a huge Beyonce fan. Beehive don't come for me because I'm a part of the Beehive. But for full transparency to my followers, I have to be honest and say, like, this was not my favorite lemonade recipe. No. Failure number 2. So I've been reporting and sharing with you the designs for my shirts as they get developed. Okay, so real quick rewind. I use this amazing resource, Fiverr, that's Fiverr.com, and I leverage many of the creative professionals on there to help me do work that I don't have the capacity for. So I conceptualized everything for my shirt design, but I didn't actually do the physical design. Someone else on Fiverr did it for me, and they had amazing prices. Most of the deals start at $5, believe it or not. So check them out if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for help. So I have a great designer. I love this guy. He's so dope. He gets my vision. The issue is, he's so dope now that everybody's freaking using him. He's basically telling me that he's not gonna be able to get my shirts done for another 3 weeks. Bye! I'm pretty sure it's my glowing review for him that is driving all this increased business in the first place. But children, you see, these are the things that when you decide to be an entrepreneur that you have to deal with, particularly when you are working on a very tight budget. You have to figure out a way to keep people excited and motivated to work on your stuff, particularly because in most cases you're bartering or paying them very meager pricing for like what you would traditionally pay for if you work for a corporation. What I will say though is, I bet you my shirts are gonna be ready. I bet you they will. Or no tip. Okay, I am done venting now. Let's move on to the next thing. What's to come? The shirts are to come. Given that I get my designs in time, we will have pre-orders for shirts available on May 24th, as well as the launch of the new Meiko And The Dish site. What can you expect? Very similar to the current site, except it's moving to a completely new platform and a few upgrades for formatting. What else is to come? Next week, next weekend, I will be doing a Periscope that's called No Recipe Required. So basically, we're going into kitchens, mine, and maybe sometimes my friends, and we're just cooking up whatever we have in there. So trying to make something out of nothing, essentially. So join me. The details for that Periscope are below. The last thing for what's to come, first of all, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. In honor of Mother's Day, I am letting my mom decide what the recipe plan is for the week. So she has picked her favorite recipes that we cook together when I come back home. So you can check out the menu below, and we will be doing all of Mom's favorite this week. So shout out to Mom. All right, folks, I'm gonna let you guys go so you can continue to enjoy your Mother's Days with your families. But as usual, I need you to do one thing, okay? Make sure you two things. Make sure you like this video first, right? Like the video, comment if you're feeling froggy, and then 2, use the link down below in the newsletter in order to share Meiko and the Dish and introduce me to one of your friends. Appreciate you guys. Love you so much for following along with this journey, and I will see you next week. Peace.